Welcome back to The Remedy, brought to you by Coos Health and Wellness. I am Eric Lice. Today we're going to discuss head lice. Lena Houghton from Coos Health and Wellness is back. She loves to join us every month. Thank you for joining us again, Lena.
Thank you, Eric.
So everybody loves to discuss head lice. What are head lice?
So head lice are little parasites that are about 2 to 3 millimeters long, and when a person is infested, they live on the scalp, in the hair.
Oh, it's an unnerving topic. Having kids,
Yes.
I've had it before and have had to shave my head because of it. So it's
Right.
Who's at risk for getting head lice?
So usually it's preschoolers, kids in daycare, and elementary school. So of course, September, kids are going to be going back to school. So we really want to, make sure that the parents and kids know about head lice prevention.
That's great. I have every one of those children that you mentioned. So that's wonderful news for me. So thank you. How is head lice spread?
So it's usually, head-to-head contact. So if they're playing together or slumber parties or, if bedmates, those types of things.
I remember when I was a kid, it was if someone came in and it was reported, then you had to make sure like any hats that you may have worn that day were looked at and things, because sometimes kids will switch hats or jackets.
Right. You don't want them sharing hats or clothing or brushes, combs, barrettes.
Oh. And I mean, kids, they inherently want to share things.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
my. So can swimming spread head lice?
No, actually, head lice can live quite a long time in water. But so, the nits are glued to the shaft of the hair, right? So it's not likely that those are going to come loose into the water.
But the main bugs,
right?
They can swim?
Well, I mean, they're not going to come off the hair.
Okay.
They're likely not to come off the hair into the water, into the pool. If there's going to be any spreading at pools, it's more from sharing towels.
Okay.
Right.
All right. That would be almost as scary as of spiders growing wings. I don't want to hear things like that.
Okay. Well, lice don't hop, they don't fly.
I don't want any of that news. What are the steps that can be taken to prevent?
Well, of course, like we said, not sharing clothing, brushes, combs, that type of thing. If someone, is infested, so you need to make sure that you're doing all the washing. If you're washing clothes and bedding, the water needs to be 130 degrees. Same with your washing brushes and combs. So 130 degrees for 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. If there's stuff like stuffed animals or something you can't wash, you can put it in a plastic bag for 2 weeks, like put it out in the garage.
Okay.
Because the live lice, if they fall off the head, they live like 2 days.
Okay.
They can only live like 2 days without a host.
Okay.
Yeah, and the nits, once they fall, I mean, it has to be warm for them to hatch. So in the cooler temps,
so the nits are the babies.
The little eggs.
The little eggs.
Right.
So can they come down to see you guys at Coos Health and Wellness in the event that there's a question, or?
Yeah, I mean, I do get questions. People call,
Okay.
But a lot of the head checks are in the schools.
Okay.
The school nurses do them.
All right. So be mindful if your kids are of the preschool or elementary age. Pay attention to the flyers from the schools, and if you have any questions, maybe call Lena down at Coos Health and Wellness, 266-6700. And for The Remedy, brought to you by Coos Health and Wellness, I'm Eric Gleason. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
That is